might have been. I think there was like a situation where y'all were on a plane together or something like.
Yeah.
And it was cool. So I guess he's kind of full on FU mode now after that.
That's great. That's great. I mean, he's dead. I thought I killed you.
Man.
You mean the guy's back from the dead?
Man, when are you and Ja Rule?
Now look, see, for me, Big, it's me performing music that takes people back to a different time period.
Right. You can't change it up.
Right.
This is what it was recorded.
You
This is
say
what
it
you
like
want to hear.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do exact line for line where it was, because music marks time. When it comes on, you feel like you felt in the period that song was special to you.
Why have it in the show though?
Right.
Well, it's your
Because
song.
it's
Yeah.
Right.
I'm doing a set list.
Right.
I did music from, like I said, when Nas and them, like a big part of, like it was a huge crowd.
Yeah.
On the stage. It turned into a park jam. Like it was like, it wasn't even the Summer Jam show anymore. Like it was like, I bet you we counted, it'd probably be about 80 people.
Oh,
100
Lord have
stage.
mercy.
Yeah. And not, like, that wasn't my entourage.
So on the plane, did you and Ja Rule, did y'all have any words like, hey, how you doing?
Nah, like I knew he was there before I got there.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Man, so do y'all see each other?
No, like I saw him. Yeah, we sat right in first class. Like he sat on the other side, of, like by the window. So somebody sitting at the actual edge of it. See, then I sat down and I kept getting up and moving around and things.
Seeing if anything would happen.
Just making him uncomfortable because I knew that he was by himself. It was like him and another guy.
You're horrible.
Making him
He's a
uncomfortable.
piece of stool.
You're a bully.
Yeah.
How you get a bully? How you get a bully? I'm the victim.
You're the
in that
victim?
situation.
Oh,
I've heard this before.
Are you?
I've been victimized
Oh,
so
really?
many times. You know what? Nobody hears. All they hear is the shot. They don't see the person get slapped before it gets to that point. They see the
Wow.
the
Yeah.
big response. They don't see what actually caused all of the things to happen. You know what I mean? So it's really, and Josh, because he wasn't involved with nothing. It just was him taking credit.
Do you ever see you and we've been having the same conversation for years, and I don't know if we did, but do you ever, especially now because it seemed like y'all renewed it, but do you ever see you and Ja like pictures together? Will we see an Instavid or?
Nah, that won't happen.
Wow.
Come on, babe. Like some things don't just go away. Like it just won't go away. Like when the weather get ready to change and I can feel it, it reminds me that I should have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I mean, I can be real with you. Like, I wasn't born with dimples. I got a dimple now. I just shot in my face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this way is fine. An inch this way, you dead.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So you got to see it as it is.
Hey man, now being shot in your face, and we know it. Do you ever get people that don't know and they compliment you on?
Yeah.
Oh, look at your smile. You're
Yeah, good smile. Look at a little dimple. Like this.
Yeah, I got shot 9 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 9 times. We got 50 Cent in the neighborhood.
Nas.
What up?
What up?
What up,
sir?
Big
How you
Sway?
doing?
Everything good?
Everything good? You ready?
Yeah.
This is it, man. So,
Oh man.
I'm gonna start with this because I, you know, you and I have been talking since, you know, hip hop is dead. Is really that the whole campaign, I call it the movement, you know, really has become mainstream. So just looking at your actions and hearing some of the things you have to say about hip hop is dead and what that means, I'm gonna ask you if hip hop is dead and is in a vulnerable state, what role did you play in it?
I mean, I'm just as guilty as anybody else for the for the murder of the rap game. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bunch of things. There's the corporate side of the business that killed it. You know what I'm saying? There's also we got too much hustle in us because there's so much bread in the rap game that we kind of get lost in it. So I think we all play a part in it. And every time, you know, every kind of music gets stagnant every once in a while, and then it comes to a point where it needs to be re-energized. That just happens with the game often. And all kinds of rap is like out right now that I'm digging, but at the same time, you know, it kind of has its ups and down moments. I think Ice Cube said that one time. It has like so many ups and downs in it. So at this point of it, I've seen so many of the purists who really love it turn to struggling artists because they're not benefiting, whereas dudes that ain't got no talent is benefiting, you know what I'm saying? So it's just definitely a period where it's been dead. I'm just bold enough to say it.
So is this kind of, because listening to you speak now, it kind of takes me back to a couple of years ago when you basically just went off or spazzed out on Power.
what I cannot do on a Summer Jam stage when it's been done. The same acts have been done
4 or 5 years in a row.
4 or 5 years in a row, and last year it happened to be the diss was toward me by Jay, and he was all high and mighty.
Right.
Then I dropped the ether napalm bomb, and the whole crew is running like roaches, and now you got this station over there crying because he lost. Unanimous decision, he lost. And they played his records like he was dead, like it was a Jay-Z memorial. You know, not saying he was, don't get me wrong, y'all. Not wishing that on any man. And that's my brother, but I'm saying...
You're just looking for a fair play.
A fair play, and it's really out of hand, y'all. I'm not going for it. It's not going to happen. It's a perfect opportunity. You have the alternative to choose any radio station you want to choose. And Power 105 plays everything. Old school, new school. This is not synthetic. I have my freedom of speech. I'm going to say what I want. I'm not worried about a record. I turn on that station. I hear people, rappers on there talking about their record sales and all. I mean, that's played at their rims on a truck. I mean, what does that have to do with our community? What does that have to do with anything real? Let the rappers talk about it on their records. I don't want to hear about rims on a truck. I don't want to hear the radio disc jockey making records. That's terrible. I want to hear true hip-hop music, man. No, for real, man. I mean, you know, this is real, man.
That's why
you guys got to realize, I ate it. They had a takeover show, and that was the song, ladies and gentlemen, the whack record Jay had, Trying to Come At Me. They named the whole show on that station a takeover, and I ate that. They didn't worry about my feelings. They didn't worry about my feelings when he made a record dissing my daughter's mother with derogatory things about women. And
Two records.
Jay just making records about how much he hates women, which is really makes me curious. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here and they just support that and support everything he does. But when Nas, Godson, answers him back, they team up with the evil. See, it's a whole evil empire funded by a bunch of other evil empires, Def Jam one of them, that's giving them money to play all their artists' records. Meanwhile, the struggling artists have to try to recreate records that sound like Jay, and they're destroying themselves. They don't, if you listen to 90% of the rappers, they're not even creative. Pick up a Stillmatic album, listen to the song Rewind, listen to the song What Goes Around Comes Around. You know what I'm saying? Listen to
one mic.
Listen to one mic, my people. You know what I'm saying? Let's get real and be creative. I buy these people albums, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't talking about nothing from Cam to everybody. I mean, I like Cam and everything. He's a good lyricist. But the album's whack, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers got to start rapping about something that's real, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Nori, man. I love you, Nori. Step your rap game up, man. I'm tired of Nelly. You trying to battle KRS-One? Don't follow Nas, man. You can follow Nas if you're going to be creative, man.
When you said that, you know, radio is effed up.
You know what, that was that time, you know, Nas was going Nas.
Okay.
But Nas is going Nas again on a different level with an album, you know what I'm saying? So this is like, this is different from that. This is way different from that. It's just like with the rap game, it's so much power, so much we could do. But, you know what I mean, I think the dissing got out of control, and, you know, it's going to have dissing, you're going to have battling, but it just got to a point where it was just getting real crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it was just came to a point where nothing was exciting no more. So that's basically what I'm talking about.
If I play devil's advocate, though, you would argue that the dissing kind of, when you and Jay went at it, that kind of put a new kick in the game. Even when 50 was going at it with Ja and everybody started going, you know, the dissing kind of served as, it kind of sparked a lot of interest.
Absolutely.
You know? And truth be told, from the days of Pac to Jay to 50, you've always had that kind of spark in your career, and you've always responded. On this album, is there any response to the recent disses that you've gotten from artists like 50 or Cam and Jim Jones and these guys? Are you gonna body a crew on this album?
Nah. See, the stuff that I do say, some things I'm struggling with. I'm trying to uplift the unity. So if I feed into it, we know what that is. You know, when I battled, that was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, battle in rap music. So we know it gave them a whole platform to stand on. So they're standing on a platform I built. And in some of the disses, they're saying, you know, some of the stuff that I said. If you listen to Cam's thing, it was just pieces of ether put together, you know. So they're standing on a platform that I helped build, and so you have to make a certain amount of albums yet to be in the ring with me. You have to have survived a lot. You know what I mean? You can't be an album or 2 albums, or you went platinum one time and you may have performed in front of 6,000 people twice in your life. You can't do that. That's not about. You gotta be, to get in the ring with me, you gotta be somebody in my weight class. You can't be, you can't fight like that. So that's not really a battle. But there is spankings that I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like lyrical, verbal assaults that I could do on some of you clowns out there. But honestly, the take on this album is like really more of a unity thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I can't really know. I don't really know at this moment right now if I'm going to let those records fly where I do answer a thing or two. But maybe not.
Okay, but you definitely got them in stock if you need them.
Yeah.
Okay.